business executive is bound to have a few missteps, but Trump's lack of sound financial instincts is perhaps best exemplified by the business that he put his name on back in 2006, just before the entire housing market collapsed.
I think it's a great time to start a mortgage company. We're going to have a great company. It's Trump Mortgage and TrumpMortgage.com, and it's going to be a terrific company.
Yeah, it wasn't. In fact, starting a mortgage company in 2006 was one of the worst decisions you could possibly make. But I guess you can convince yourself it was a good idea when you say 30 words and 5 of them are great, great, terrific, Trump and Trump. And you might say, well, never mind side businesses, what he really is a builder. But a building with Trump written on it is not necessarily owned by him. He may have just licensed his name to them, something he claims is actually better than ownership. You don't put up money, you don't put up anything. Spoken like a true builder. And some of those licensed buildings sell his reputation hard, like the sales video for the Trump Ocean Resort in northern Mexico.
I'm very, very proud of the fact that when I build, I have investors that follow me all over. People ask me, what does Trump stand for more than anything else? And if I use one word, it's always quality.
Right, but it's easy to throw around the word quality. Have you ever stayed at a Quality Inn? The pillows are stuffed with hair they fished out of the bathtub drain. Now, he was never the builder for that project, which was later abandoned, leaving would-be condo buyers like William Flint, who lost $168,000, feeling understandably betrayed.
Donald Trump was an expert in these types of projects, or so we thought.
In a deposition for a lawsuit regarding the property, Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr., conceded that the Trump brand could lead people to think a project was a solid investment.
There's one of the things that you've learned through this process is that the Trump name brings stability and/or viability to the project.
I don't know if it brings stability or viability, but I imagine certain people feel that.
And that might actually be the most honest slogan for the Trump campaign. Trump 2016. I don't know if it brings stability or viability, but I imagine certain people feel that. Now, not only did investors in that property sue Donald Trump, they also did in Trump Tower Tampa, another project that never got off the ground. And in both cases, Trump characteristically deflected blame onto the developers. And you would think those investors would be facing an impossible legal battle, given Trump's tough talk.
When I get sued, I take it right, take it all the way. You know what happens if you settle suits? You get sued more. It's true. I don't settle anything. I don't settle.
Guess what? He settled both those cases. But the problem is, even when you can demonstrably prove Trump to be wrong, it somehow never seems to matter. You can hold his feet to the fire, but he'll just stand there on the stumps, bragging about his fireproof foot skin. And that may be because he has spent decades turning his own name into a brand, synonymous with success and quality. And he's made himself the mascot for that brand, like Ronald McDonald or Chef Boyardee. And that is who we have seen in The Apprentice, or WrestleMania, or Home Alone 2. But if he's actually going to be the Republican nominee, it's time to stop thinking of the mascot and start thinking of the man. Because a candidate for president needs a coherent set of policies. Whatever you think about Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz, at least you basically know where they stand. But Trump's opinions have been wildly inconsistent. He's been pro-choice and pro-life, for and against assault weapon bans, in favour of both bringing in Syrian refugees and deporting them out of the country. And that inconsistency can be troubling. Just this morning, for instance,